Hi there, and welcome to Trending, the digital and social media bulletin. On today's show, we'll be talking to the people behind the campaign to bring Twitter to Manchester. But first, here's this week's trending headlines. The iPhone 4 has sparked privacy fears after it emerged that the device keeps a secret record of everywhere you go. Researchers found that the phone stores precise coordinates of the owner's whereabouts. Apple has so far declined to explain why, but they're watching you. Looks like big bucks for Blinkbox. Tesco will go head-to-head with LoveFilm and Sky after buying the movie mainstream service Blinkbox. The supermarket giant has taken an 80% stake in Blinkbox for an undisclosed sum. And the Palace is showing off its digital credentials after announcing that the royal wedding will be streamed live on YouTube. The four-hour coverage will show Prince William and Kate Middleton taking their vows at Westminster Abbey. The event will also be chronicled by Twitter, Facebook and Flickr. Phew, we won't miss a second. Now, for this week's trending talking point. It was revealed this week that Twitter is planning to open an office in London. But should the social media giant be looking further north? Well, Lisa Ashurst set up the campaign Get Twitter to Manchester, tells us why they should. And you know what? She's not alone.
Well, the hashtag Get Twitter to Manchester came about in reaction to a few tweets that I'd seen that morning saying that Twitter was going to London, and a few people had said, you know, why not come to Manchester? So I thought, perhaps a little mischievously, that I'd ask the rest of Manchester to tell Twitter why they should come to Manchester. And it was pretty amazing, the response. Lots of people retweeted the tweet and got quite a lot of feedback. So, you know, we wanted to just let Twitter know that Manchester's here. We're a great creative community. There's lots of people active in digital sectors. We've got really strong social media presence, as witnessed by the response to the hashtag. And Manchester's a great city to live and work, and it's a bit cheaper than London as well.
A lot of people got behind this hashtag very, very quickly. Twitter have already been courted by the government for quite a long time, who've made it very clear that they intend to focus on the Shoreditch roundabout as the centre for this kind of thing. Manchester has the third biggest tweeting community in Europe. It's got a massively active social media industry as it is, and it'd be great to see them make a decision that acknowledges that there's life outside M25.
Not everyone agrees with the campaign, but rather the big smoke is the place for Twitter.
The majority of the businesses that are going to be using Twitter in the UK are going to be based in and around London. So from a purely kind of business point of view of getting to their offices and having meetings, etc., it's going to be a lot easier for that. Secondly, if it's going to be the European office, London has its advantages over Manchester in terms of transport links. So people flying in or getting the Eurostar in, it's going to be a lot easier for them to come to London. And finally, there's I've heard that potentially it might be the office will be situated by Old Street Roundabout, which they're starting to call Silicon Roundabout. So that's where the government are going to be pumping in a load of money into the area to make it kind of a technology hub. So having Twitter there is going to be beneficial to like the country as a whole, if that's really going to be like the new like kind of Silicon Valley of the UK.
There's undoubtedly a great creative industry in the northwest. There's a great social media scene in the northwest, but the reality is that Twitter need money. They need agencies to spend money with them. They need clients to spend money with them. And London is where the money is. Personal relationships, account managers between people like Facebook and agencies, Google and agencies, they still need those physical face-to-face relationships to persuade them to spend money with them, spend more money with them, and ultimately to try out new things. I think the long and the short of it is that Manchester, and certainly the Northwest, just doesn't have the size of agencies, and unfortunately I think the diversity of work, certainly social media work, that would warrant people like Twitter investing in Northwest office.
Of course, this exercise has nothing to do with us trying to ignite the age-old argument of North v South. We'd never do that. But if you'd like to comment on any of the stories that appear on Trending, then follow us on Twitter @WallopVideo for our contributor requests. Of course, all the stories that haven't appeared on this week's Trending are on the Drum's pages, and you can follow them on Twitter @TheDrum. That's all for this week. We will see you next week. Ta-ra for now.